Here we are in the Latin Quarter, and I don't mean the Latin Quarter in Paris, but it looks very similar to it because there are a lot of bars and restaurants and cafes.
Welcome back to my channel, and this episode kicks off the Searching for Happiness in the Nordic series. We start off with boarding a 40-minute flight from Copenhagen to Aarhus. But what exactly makes Denmark such a happy place? In this series, we're exploring the different aspects of Danish life that contributes to happiness. Today, we're focusing on something a bit unique, third places. Third places are those spaces where we spend time outside of our homes and workplaces, like cafes, parks, libraries, and cultural centers. But how do these places tie into Denmark's happiness? And what can we learn from them? Let's find out, and I hope you'll be inspired to visit Aarhus after this.
Aarhus is the second largest city in Denmark. And why are we visiting Aarhus? Well, 7 years ago, I read a book called A Year of Living Danishly, and the author had mentioned Aarhus, so I got that idea stuck in my head.
That book made such an impression on me that I bought another copy 2 months before the trip to reread it. Of course, I'm sitting at the cafe in Barnes & Noble's, a third place, to start on the first chapter. Third places, those social surroundings separate from the two usual social environments of home, first place, and work, second place, serve as vital public spaces where community life thrives. Relationships are built and social cohesion is strengthened. Understanding the role of third places, particularly in the context of the third level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, belonging and love, reveals their profound impact on individual happiness and societal well-being.
Here's our home for the next 3 nights in Aarhus. We got double beds here because my husband snores. And look at this view. This really does scream Danish. Oh, how cute. They included 2 chocolates here.
Coined by urban sociologist Ray Oldenburg, the term third place refers to informal gathering spaces that are neither home nor work, but are essential for fostering community engagement. We spent our first afternoon exploring examples of third places in Aarhus.
You'd think we were in the Netherlands with that windmill over there, but remember, we're actually in Denmark.
I wonder if it's some sort of greenhouse. It almost looks like it, with a dome and everything like that, and I think I see some plants over there. The grounds of the Botanical Gardens serve as a place for meetups, as I could see groups of people sitting on the grass.
Entering an exhibit about Danish habitats? Okay, well, guess we're gonna check out what nature is like in Denmark. It looks like something from a Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, like we're lost in a forest or something, and waiting to see some elves. Not an elf, but we got a dog. Aww. This is gorgeous. I see a bunch of roses over there. It's like a rose garden of some sort.
I could picture people meeting up to walk around the rose garden.
Maybe it's because I'd spent yesterday practically on the plane or at the airport, but this place is just spectacular, this outdoor space. After all, being in a green space does improve your health and your happiness. This is a lovely public park. I'm just amazed by how many green public spaces there are in Aarhus.
Møllenparken is a beautiful green space in the heart of the city and an example of a third place.
There's something symbolic about that mural up there. I feel like we're walking into a totally different world. Everything here in Aarhus just looks like something from a storybook.
The old, idyllic Møllestein lane is a picturesque cobbled street right in the heart of Aarhus.
Now we're on Møllenstein, which is called the mill path in English. The significance of this cobblestone street is that it's old. They used to have a bunch of homes dating back to the 13th century. This area was known for its lumber, and so this is where people who work in the lumbering industry used to live. Unfortunately, a lot of the old homes, especially the ones dating back to the 13th century, are gone. But at least they built something nice to commemorate the history behind the street.
Okay, so Møllestein is more of an example of a first place, but I wanted you to see the contrast. We walked by the river where you might see families having picnics, friends playing sports, or even strangers striking up a conversation on a sunny day. This side of Møllenparken provides the space for spontaneous interactions and community events, making them vital third places in urban life.
Surprise, surprise, we're walking through another public green space. This is not the clock tower from Back to the Future. In fact, this is actually City Hall.
Around City Hall is an abundant area of green space where I saw young people sitting on blankets chatting it up with each other and families with children kicking around a soccer ball.
This looks like some sort of pedestrian-only shopping center.
Pedestrian-only streets such as Stroil force you to get out of the isolation of being inside your own car.
So you see there are plenty of stores off to the side there, but if you look up ahead, that's some sort of walkway belonging to Sailing, which is a department store. See? Sailing, which is a department store. And up there on the roof is the Sailing roof. And apparently if you go up there, you can get a good 360-degree panoramic view of the city. It's a department store specializing in clothing and household goods. I wonder if it's like a Target. There's one of the entrances. I wonder if it costs any money to go up to the roof. Of course, there's Legos on display because that's where Legos come from, which is Denmark. There we go, see the Sailing Roof Garden or the Sailing Rooftop. Just gonna ride a few escalators to go up to the roof. So far, I don't see any signs that says entrance with purchase, so we'll see what we can do about getting up to the roof. Yeah, this is a huge department store. I don't know how many stories there are, but we're now on our third or fourth escalator now. Looks like the top floor here is all about homeware. Trying to get some inspiration because I'm planning on redecorating my place, especially the kitchen, next year.
6 floors later, we arrived at the rooftop deck. It offers more than just a stunning panoramic view of the city. It's a vibrant third place where people come to relax, socialize, and enjoy the atmosphere. Whether sipping coffee at the cafe, catching up with friends, or simply soaking in the view, the rooftop serves as a communal gathering spot that invites conversation and connection.
And here we are at the rooftop of the department store Sailing. I think this view is worth way more than any shirt that I could have gotten at the department store. Don't look down. Yeah, right, of course I'm gonna look down. Oh boy, we really are up high.
Oh my God.
Oh, yikes. Meanwhile, people are all over there just hanging out. It's a beautiful summer evening. Not too hot, not too cold. Everybody's just out here enjoying the outdoors. This place reminds me of Little Island in Manhattan, which is right by the High Line. It's also a beautiful third space / park where people hang out and walk around. It's about the use of third spaces, which are quickly disappearing in our modern world.
With its blend of open space, cozy seating, and lively ambiance, it creates a relaxed environment perfect for fostering relationships and community spirit.
And you know how the Danes love their chairs.
Part of being happy is remembering to take a moment, sit down, and observe what's around you.
I would love to spend a little bit more time here at the Sailing Rooftop Garden, but we have a few more things we got to check out before dinner time. This place makes me happy because it's a good use of third spaces. I mean, using the rooftop level of a mall. I'm an older millennial, so I am very fond of malls in general because they made up a huge part of my childhood and teenage years. And with the advent of online shopping, malls are disappearing. So in a way, it's a way for the third spaces to disappear as well. People need a place to hang out, and the mall used to be the place to do so, especially when you're a teenager. So that's why it's refreshing to see the Danes getting it right and repurposing the rooftop here to turn it into a place to hang out.
We're going to continue to look for more examples of third places in the Old Town.
This here is the Åboulevarden, or the River Boulevard, which is a river walkway / promenade. It features some shopping and dining. The River Boulevard runs along the Aarhus River, and it runs for a little under a meter. A meter? I mean 1 kilometer. Yeah, just a little under 1 kilometer.
Aarhus Cathedral, the tallest and longest church in Denmark, serves as more than just a place of worship. It's a third place where people from all walks of life gather for reflection, community events, and cultural experiences. The cathedral's open and welcoming environment fosters a sense of connection, offering a quiet space for contemplation as well as a communal spot for the exchange of ideas and shared experiences, making it a true hub for community life in Aarhus.
The Latin Quarter is located in the oldest part of Aarhus, and it dates back to the 14th century. But it wasn't always called the Latin Quarter. They just renamed this area about 30 years ago because it resembles Paris's Latin Quarters. I'll tell you what, it's a lot less hectic and crowded than Paris's Latin Quarter. You can actually walk here and there's plenty of space.
With its cozy spots for coffee, street-side seating, and independent shops, the Latin Quarter offers numerous opportunities for casual encounters and social gatherings.
And these people sitting outside and dining totally looks like a scene from a Parisian cafe, or at least on the street corners. Believe it or not, this place used to be a parking lot, but it was only recently that the government turned this into a third space, a place where people can gather. Because after all, that's how you build community. And when you have a strong sense of community, that's where happiness comes in. They use the space here sometimes for concerts. Now, one of the things that was missing on our walk through Aarhus was street food, but I guess we found it. Look over there, Aarhus Street Food. Yeah, I was wondering where all the street food was in Aarhus, but I guess it's all consolidated here in this outdoor space.
Aarhus Street Food is a bustling third place where people from all walks of life gather to enjoy diverse cuisines in a casual communal setting. Located in the heart of the city, it features a wide range of food stalls offering everything from local Danish dishes to international flavors. The open seating arrangements encourage social interaction, making it easy to strike up conversations with strangers or meet friends for a casual meal.
Looks like there's a bunch of food stalls, so I guess we're gonna do a loop around and decide where to order from. Okay, this looks like it is street pizza. Oh, that's pretty cute there. This looks Mediterranean here. No way, they have banh mi or Vietnamese sandwiches here. Again, we're not in Paris, we're in France, but this is a crepe station. You don't have to go to Thailand, they have Thai food here. But what caught my eye was not that fake Daffy Duck, but this place has duck fat fries.
What's more of a communal food than fries? Bonus that they are made out of duck fat, so even more of a treat to share.
Well, in the United States, board games are a bit of a novelty, like only some people are in the hobby, but it seems like here, they have it in such a way where you can just get a board game and take it to your table with you to play while you eat or after you're done.
Just to let you know, there is a huge board gaming culture in Denmark, and we did see a couple of board game cafes in Aarhus.
Here's to our first meal in Aarhus. So we got the duck fat fries, and there's some duck meat in there, and then there's the spicy duck burger, and then I got a duck burger as well without cheese. This is a Carlsberg beer, which is popular, and then I got a ginger beer with some dressing. So here's to Aarhus Street Food. Cheers. Good ginger beer.
Aarhus is located on the coast, so let's take a moment to see how the harbor can serve as a third place. It's a popular spot for both locals and visitors to gather, offering a scenic backdrop for social activities like walking, biking, and enjoying a coffee by the water. Not only do you have that interesting apartment building over there, but look at these apartment buildings that are newly built. I wonder who the architect is. They all look unique and also very Scandi. It's also a place where you can do all sorts of water sports, including cold water swimming, stand-up paddleboarding, and cable surfing.
No idea what that is because it's in Danish, but I'm going to assume this is new construction. Probably a place where you can eat, live, play, work at. You know, it's one of those, trendy, multi-purpose type living units.
The harbor provides a peaceful yet lively setting that fosters social connection, relaxation, and a shared appreciation for the city's coastal charm.
These glass houses or glass units, they're actually rentals, and so you can rent them on a short-term basis. They're popular in the summertime.
Aarhus Ø creates a welcoming atmosphere for informal gatherings, further enhancing its role as a community hub. You know by now I love a good food hall, so here's another one in Aarhus right by the waterfront. The Markeshallen Nicolinhus contains many food stalls offering international cuisines to seafood. Remember, we are by the coast. It was full of life as we walked around looking for an open table. A reminder how this is a place to gather with people who are interested in good food. We ate at the Fish Project and got the seafood pasta, shrimp and avocado, and salmon tartare. We also got lemonades at another stand.
Up ahead on Pier 2 is the Domen Aarhus. Domen Aarhus is now used as a place to meet up and talk about ideas on how to improve Aarhus. Cool, they have a cafe in here, so what other better place to discuss ideas than a cafe?
With its open, inclusive atmosphere, Domen invites people to come together for anything from yoga classes to art exhibitions. The structure itself, with its communal seating and flexible layout, encourages interaction among visitors, making it a hub for shared experiences. They even have board games. Domen exemplifies how innovative, informal spaces can promote social connections and creativity in Aarhus.
It's actually pretty warm here in the Domen, but the warmth creates a coziness.
A coziness that feels like hygge, even in the middle of summertime. I'll be covering hygge in my videos on Copenhagen, so make sure to like and subscribe for those vlogs. Their nearby Endless Connection fountain is an open space for people, especially children, to run around to cool off on a warm summer day. It's like a free water park.
All this time, the museum was a few blocks away from us, and we're finally going to visit it on our last morning.
Aarhus Art Museum is a cultural third place that brings people together through art and shared experiences. Known for its striking Your Rainbow Panorama installation, the museum offers not just a visual journey, but also a space where visitors can engage in conversations about art, culture, and ideas. With its blend of contemporary and classic exhibitions, Aarhus Art Museum attracts a diverse crowd from art enthusiasts to casual visitors.
Oh my! It reminds me of the Guggenheim in Bilbao. How nice. There's a salon which offers a place to take a break, so that way you can contemplate on all of those art pieces you just saw. It looks so warm, cozy, and inviting. I've noticed this now, since this is the second museum we've been to where there's a place to take a break on each floor or every other floor. It seems uniquely Danish. Speaking of taking a break, look who I found taking a break. Come on, we've just only been in the museum now for 40 minutes.
They build in break rooms in Denmark because breaks are important. I agree.
A slight change in plans. Originally, we were just going to walk up to each floor and take a look, but it's about 11 o'clock and it seems like a tour bus just let out. There's a lot of people downstairs, so we're gonna go walk up to the 10th floor for the Rainbow Panorama. That was what I really wanted to come and see. And finally, we got the Rainbow Panorama entrance. This is the highlight of the visit. This is exactly why I wanted to visit the Aarhus Art Museum, was to see the rainbow panorama. Nope, don't adjust your screens. That's just how we're looking right now through the rainbow glass.
As we circle through the rainbow panorama and enjoy the view of Aarhus, I reflect on the importance of third places. In these environments, people can experience a sense of community, form friendships, and engage in social activities that enhance their feelings of belonging. These interactions are crucial for emotional health as they provide support, companionship, and a sense of being part of something larger than oneself.
Here on the 9th floor, we're outside in the sky room, so we get to see Aarhus from up high without the rainbow glass.
So what can we learn from Aarhus and its third places? These spaces are crucial for building the social connections that Maslow tells us are essential for our happiness. Whether it's in a cafe, a park, or the Aarhus Art Museum with its break rooms, rainbow panorama, and sky deck, it's the interactions we have in these places that contribute to our overall well-being. Thanks for joining me on this exploration of Aarhus third places. Until then, remember to seek out your own third places and connect with the people around you.